In honor of Halloween month finally starting, I thought I'd go back and rank some of my old Halloween costumes. Since Halloween's my favorite holiday, and I can't wait any longer. I waited a whole year for this. Starting strong with an absolute banger, my bat costume from the 2nd grade. I wore it to a Halloween party. 10 out of 10. Bats are my favorite animals. They have always been. I peaked here. If the costume still fit, I'd wear it every single Halloween. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any photos of me in it, but here's one of my cat wearing it, so I hope that makes up for it. I'm sorry. Costume number 2. Fast forward to the 7th grade, I was matching with my best friend as Pokemon trainers. I wasn't very popular back in school. It was an easy costume. Like, my best friend's mom made me the t-shirt. I wore a hat with a painted on Pokeball, and I carried around a Pokeball. And that was it. That was the costume. Super easy. My teacher was kind of weird about it, but I think she was just like that. 3rd costume is my 2021 costume when I went as Tubbo from the Dream SMP. This was, I think, like, the worst decision of my life. I wore it to school in front of people who knew me. The entire grade had agreed that we would all show up in costumes that day. I'm not kidding. I was like the only person that actually did. It was me and then one girl in my class who didn't even wear a full costume. She was in like a white t-shirt with blood stains on it. That's not a fucking costume, okay? I was embarrassing myself in front of the whole. Oh my god, I can't fucking talk without stuttering. What is this shit? I wore this in front of the whole school. There were 2 guys at my school who were 2 years older than me, and not only did they pour literal chocolate milk on me from the top of the stairs, they also went on to call me a furry for the rest of the school year. So that was fun. Negative 100 out of 10. I would never wear this again. I can't even look back at pictures of this. I hated it. I had to walk an entire evening, the entire school day, plus I wore it all night for Halloween. And the shoes are like high-heeled shoes, my mom's old high-heeled shoes, but I cut off the heels and I added a wooden block underneath to make them look like hooves. They were a fucking pain to walk in. And then the very next year, I went on and fucking did it again. I wore a Minecraft YouTuber costume 2 years in a row. Like, no fucking wonder I was bullied. Not only did I come in a Minecraft YouTuber costume to school again, but I was sticking out like a sore thumb. I wore stilts to school. I was like 2 meters tall at least, and I wore a glowing halo with like actual LED light strips inside of it. And I had white contacts, and that was basically the costume. But it was kind of fun though still. I had to walk with an escort the entire night because I was so tall and so off balance. God, don't make stilts at home. Don't do it. And especially don't make them like have a single peg to walk on. It is not worth it. Anyways, I'm rating this costume negative 200 out of 10. Like, my parents let me walk outside in a Minecraft YouTuber cosplay 2 years in a row. My friends didn't even try to stop me. Like, they should have at least euthanized me after the first year. This should have never happened. Pictures of this should have never gotten out. Anyways, skipping ahead to last year, when I went as this guy. Who is he? You tell me, I don't fucking know. My friend was cosplaying as another character from the same IP, so I just got drafted. 6 out of 10. No one knew who I was. I didn't know who I was. Maybe if I'd actually recognized the character, I might have bumped it up to a 7. Honorable mentions. My Veronica Sawyer cosplay. Now, technically, this wasn't for Halloween, but I looked fly as hell, so it counts. Plus, I need at least one costume that I actually have photos of. Downside to this costume was my friend decided on going as Veronica Sawyer and JD midnight night of the con, meaning I had under 9 hours to tailor a whole ass blazer in Manchester cloth or like corduroy fabric. 9 hours. That's not even counting sleep. I need to sleep for at least 8 of those 9 hours. Like, I was still sewing in the car on the way there. And you know what? I did one hell of a job. That costume stayed together for the entire con with minimal ripping. And finally, this year, I'll be going as the first ever person in human history to go dressed as a vampire. 10 out of 10. This is such a great costume. I really can't believe no one's ever thought of this before. Like, to go as a vampire on Halloween. It's like so obvious. So if you see a vampire while out trick-or-treating this year, it's not a coincidence. That's me, the only one, the blueprint. And y'all have no clue how ready I am for Halloween. I've been waiting all year. I've already, like, in August, I started watching Coraline and Frankenweenie and all the Addams Family movies and the original 1964 show. I'm counting down the minutes. I can only be contained for so much longer. As of recording this, it's currently the 5th of October. I've already started pumpkin carving. Anyways, happy Halloween.